Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: partly sunny skies to start, and a chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise breezy with falling temps and a high around 92. Tonight, showers and storms likely with a low around 64. And tomorrow, continued chance of showers and storms with a high around 75. And meteorologist Kyle Cook for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up, Jay Foreman, DP Austin on the ones and twos. We are Old School coming at you live from the Blur Tailgate, about the corner of 12th and Cass, right across the street, or right in connection with the Hilton Hotel. It's obviously tremendously active today with 900 tickets sold out. Everybody's in here getting taking full advantage of the buffet drinks and vibe up in here, the family vibe as well. We are brought to you by the Mercado Certified Piedmontese Special Ingredients and Butcher Shop, 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and also up here in the Metro where we are at 168th and Maple. With that being said, DP, it is fine. It is a finale or a final. Celtics were all over the Mavs. Heads to bed, whatever you want to say. Actually, it's probably best for them to be able to finish at home. What are your thoughts on the NBA Finals and the champions of the Celtics?
Being a certified and publicly known hater of the Celtics, I yawned most of the night last night.
Yeah.
I've yawned most of the day today at the discussion. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Job well done.
Right.
You did what you were supposed to.
Yeah.
And kudos. I am a huge. Here's the conflict. I am a huge Jaylen Brown fan.
Right.
Away from the floor, he may be my favorite person in the NBA.
He's excellent.
Right. Away from the floor, he's as good of a guy in the NBA.
Right, yeah.
Great story, great victory. But it's less. I'm finding out that it's less Celtics and more Celtics fans when they win.
Oh yeah. Well, the Celtics and Knicks fans are the same.
Right. The Knicks fans we don't hear because they never win a chip.
Yeah.
Like you got to go silent.
Yeah.
Celtics fans have been silent for 18 years, and it's been fun. I rather enjoyed the humility required to be a fan of that. Okay, cool. But then that inner jerk shows up.
Right.
Far too often about a thing that you don't have anything to do with.
Yeah.
Like you don't like the people to help you win it. You really don't.
You really don't.
You really don't. You don't like the people.
You're paid snipers.
You right. Like it's hired help. And it bothers me that people who do not like Tatum and Brown as people, or who don't like the people on the roster, and don't like being represented by people who are unlike them, I don't particularly want to see you succeed.
Yeah. I think it's I mean, you can't paint the whole city of Boston, for the, percentage of jerks or whatever.
Oh, yes, I can.
But,
yes, I can.
It goes all the way back to K.C. Jones.
Yeah.
Obviously, when he was the head coach.
It goes back to Bill Russell.
I know, but I'm talking about from a leadership standpoint,
Yeah.
K.C. Jones as the head
Yep.
coach. And obviously you have Joe winning and breaking through. And he was, he got handed the job after, whatever you want to call it in the upfront office. So I think it's one of those things where Boston, has a lot of growing to do, but ultimately I think it's a celebration of not only Brown, it's Tatum, it's the multitude of players. It's Pritchard who, from his great career at Oregon was overlooked. I think one thing that doesn't get, enough credit is the trade for Holiday, bring in some true championship leadership to them and letting the two superstars or budding superstars grow and getting them over the hump. You got to think this is the same team last year that lost in the conference finals, getting over the hump except for Holiday. Mm-hmm. He's bringing that championship pedigree. And you know what, to be honest with you, I don't want to say that Boston deserved it, but from start to finish, they were the best team.
The best team.
They were the most consistent.
Yep.
They were the most hungry. So they kind of did what they're supposed to do. It was really good that Porzingis was able to come back and be a part of winning it. And he's had a up and down career, from New York to Dallas to Boston, or New York, Dallas, Washington, Boston. And so, but you know what? It was an interesting finals because as much as Dallas improved the second half of the season, some of the bruises or pimples, as you want to say, came up in the biggest time.
Well, bad habits.
But
those real private bad habits.
You can't have your superstar being out of shape. Then also, Jason Kidd and them are going to have to find a way to find a bigger role for Tim Hardaway Jr. because he's the guy, kind of like Holiday, that can get you over the hump. And yes, he's been hurt and compromised, but I don't think that second half of the season you really put him in a position to where he could be that third guy, because I'm telling you, Dallas is closer than farther. But on the same, and as you can think, I'm talking about both sides of my mouth, they're farther than closer, because if you don't really appreciate a guy like Tim Hardaway Jr., he will be gone. And you will be looking like the Nuggets, like Boo Boo the Fool, and wondering what happened, because that's the guy that can get you over the hump when he's healthy, because he's the ultimate answer to everything that Boston exposed to you. He can help you in defensively and take Luka off and have Luka guard a big and not have to be in a pick and roll situation. He can hit you with timely threes. He has leadership qualities that you don't see in the stat sheet. He brings a toughness and true leadership that gives Kyrie a break and let's say, you know what, I need you to be that assassin. It allows Luka to do things and get more rest during the season so he can actually finish the season and doesn't look lethargic out there in the first and second quarter.
Well,
Dallas has a lot of things that they need to remedy, and it's a lot of questions before you get over the hump, because you see Boston, they answered theirs. They went and got the answer that they needed.
Yeah, I mean, the league is cyclical. And that it goes in spurts. Denver's run with its best player, the league's best player, not being a conditioning guy.
Yes, but he never looks tired.
No. Nobody's going to tell me Joker's in shape.
Right? Yes.
And when the best player in the league who wins the chip consistently over a course of time, then the belief is that that's okay, and that I can do that too.
Right.
I want to be that too.
Yes.
And listen, if you don't set the table for folks that young guns, given time to develop, can win the chip, that old game would have stayed the thing.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Now you have a chance for those three, and it's whatever number of Celtics you want to count. Tell me that Holiday's big three. He's an Olympian. This is not small beans.
No.
He's an Olympian. He's a current Olympian. So you have a three. And then Porzingis, if he was American, would be a fourth. He would be the fourth. So
and healthy.
First of all, right, like you did what you could. Now you have a coach that allows you to grow and trust and says, listen, you're it. I'm not going to get something different. I'm not going to change it from this.
Right.
We're just going to perfect this.
Yeah.
Listen, there are some nights when it's Tatum. There's some nights when it's Brown. There's some nights where it's Holiday. And that's the new NBA. Other teams have forgotten this.
Yes.
Golden State reintroduced it, and you said it's so alien to have a Steph and a Clay and a Draymond, who all individually did things differently than anybody else in the game. Like, there were no catch and shoot fire bombers and then dagger shooters from 31, right? We didn't have the big 6'8" jump shooter, point center. Okay, the league evolves. The next evolution is Tatum, Brown, Holiday, Porzingis, plus whoever, whether it's Milwaukee, whether it's the Knicks, whether it's Denver, because Denver's the one that's closer than everybody else.
Yeah, because they're a recent champion. But the problem is this: when your ball handler is significantly out of shape, like Luka versus Joker, because Joker doesn't play tired though, because Joker knows how to play the maximum at his pace. Luka is a deficient on defense like no other. And he reminds me a lot of Caitlin Clark. He's not been asked to do some things defensively. They are targeting him. And then here's the difference here. When you think about a Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference, if everybody's healthy, is closer to Boston than anybody else. The problem is this, the difference. Doc Rivers versus Joe. Mike Malone versus which pretty much Jason Williams dropped. If you rob a bank with Jason Williams, he just has spilled the beans in J.J. Redick with the Lakers. It becomes a leadership thing. Everybody has to buy into their roles and be the best that they can be. That's the difference between everybody else.
The difference is Holiday with Boston rather than Holiday with Milwaukee.
They're both championship teams.
Like, here's this. Like, I get that Brown wins the MVP. Tatum leads them in every stat sheet.
Right.
Okay, cool. But we saw that before. What we didn't see was to have the bridge. The guy that, one, kept them connected, and two, kept it moving. And he could go to Brown's side for 2.5 quarters, and Tatum for the final quarter and a half. He could start it the other way. And then there were times when, quite frankly, he was the thing.
Right.
And that's the difference. Now, that whoever adjusts, and I don't know who that's going to be in the offseason. I don't know what NBA
we're going to find out at 12 p.m. tonight.
Right. Like, it'll start to move, right? It'll start to move.
Tonight.
But I'm happy for the players on the Celtics because it was earned. It wasn't given. You were ticker to tape. You were the best. Okay, great. Now you're the hunted.
Which is different.
You're the hunted. And it's easy to do the work the way you were doing it. But now free agents are going to target you. Different free agents are going to want to come to Boston, and they may not fit. Matter of fact, they might mess the soup up.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's a whole different offseason for Boston. And that's what made the Warriors run so special because they're able to pick and choose, and it seemed like they always choose right. Where there was, LeBron, when he would go different places, eventually they would choose right. Obviously, Milwaukee, when they did it, they chose right. The Patriots always chose right. So it's going to have to be able to where a lot of the guys, that really the pressure and the magnitude is going to come on the guys like Pritchard, Horford. How many years does he come back and really, okay, you got your championship. You've been playing for like 18 years, it seems like. How much gas do you have in the tank?
It really is. It's 17 years. 17 That's years. A lot. Yeah.
Okay. How much? Okay. Now, do you want to be back-to-back champs, right? Do you want to be Conor McGregor, the champ? All those things start to affect you because the offseason is like nothing that they've had before.
They've got responsibilities, all the appearances.
Right. And the time, consumption. You might get a commercial. You might get a national deal. These are all the things. And then you get people coming in that benefit off your championship run.
Distractions, lectures.
Right. Yeah. And here's like, it's no different than when we started winning national championships, the new guys came in and felt like they were national champions. Well, hold on, player. You ain't went through the 2-a-days and Tom Osborne. We're having 300 reps of practice. Yep. You ain't done that yet.
Yep.
You didn't. Matter of fact, you don't have a ring. But you're part
We
of
have
the
a
team.
ring.
We have a ring. No, but you don't have a ring
That's-
because you ain't put in the work yet.
Oh.
So there's a different
Yeah.
part of going through the process. Just because you go to the defending champ Celtics in a free agency or drafted, you have to, like, I wouldn't say succumb, but you have to find a role that you can flourish before you become, a stalwart in your certain position. It's a totally different offseason for Boston.
Yeah.
It's a totally different offseason for Dallas because, when you're the first place loser, you're like, we're so close, but you can be yet so far. And you have to really pull back that first layer of the onion and really become with those fumes. You got to really look at it.
I don't think they know what they need, though.
That's what you have to, though, if you're trying to win championship, because it's a lot of individual questions, or conversations with yourself. I'm sure Jason Kidd is going to be, completely honest with some guys. And then you got to have upper management and say, okay, listen, we just essentially got the gentleman's suite. Really. 5 games, we weren't.
Yeah, that's the
close enough.
best friend suite.
Right.
I'm going to give you one
Right.
because you're my boy.
Right. So at the end of the day, we got swept. How can we have to really study these games? And then also, let's not fall in love with what we did to a Timberwolves team. That was the perfect matchup for us, and Kyrie was dealing. And let's not overlook that. You have to go back and look at it all, because sometimes you can just focus on the end game. Well, actually, the end game is a byproduct of what you did before, the cause and effect. What did we not really look at earlier in the playoffs that came back to bite us later in the playoffs?
Well, we would always ask, what's the accumulation? What are we the accumulation of?
Exactly.
And you can say that, yeah, we're the team that beat the Wolves, but we're also the team that was 1-4 against the Celtics,
right?
Or 1-6 for the year,
right,
against the Celtics. And it tells me that the target, you can either say, is your mission to win the West, which is the bulk of your season,
right?
And there are people that, yes, that's true, because you can't worry about the Celtics until you figure out how to win the West.
Exactly.
So if you figured out how to win the West, you're successful.
Right.
You're successful. This is a very good Dallas team.
Oh, for sure.
Their question is going to be, one, is it true to is this really who we are?
Exactly.
Are we really Western champions good?
Or
did we catch a heater and roll it off?
Exactly.
And then if the answer to that is yes, can I beat Boston playing the way we played? No.
It's already no, because when you're 1-6, you ain't got a chance.
And then how do you do both? Because
Right.
that's what the Celtics figured out was we can be the best team in the East. And that means a lot in Boston.
It does.
That means a lot for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They needed that
Yeah.
in order to get Holiday, in order to get Porzingis. They had to be the kings of the
Right.
East. They had to do that. They had to go through and knock Giannis off the MVP status,
Right.
get him off of there. Chase Embiid
Yeah.
off the block.
Run Kevin
right?
Durant to Phoenix.
Because that's 5 months of your season.
Yeah, and take your boy James Harden out to LA. Get up out the East. You gotta
Right,
run
like
some
we're
cats
going
out the
to wreck
club.
the East. We're going to wreck the East.
Yeah.
So the Mavericks have to figure out, one, do we want to wreck the West? Can we do it again? Can we do it the way we did it? Because, wait a minute, we kind of feel like we stole one against Minnesota.
Yeah.
So we're not real sure that's who that is. Every team in the league, and it's that exit interview day where a lot of real truths get told.
Yeah.
And the question is, for Jason Kidd, can you get your two guys who are very much like you in different ways
Yeah.
to be complete?
And better than they were.
Complete is fixing the flaws.
Yeah.
And if Luka listens, Dallas is a threat. If Kyrie listens, Dallas is a threat. If they add another player, and they will add 2, count it, write it down. They're going to add 2 major free agents. The checkbook is open.
Yeah.
If they get the right 2, they win the West again, and we have this conversation again in 11 and a half
both
months.
teams are potentially set up to have the rubber or the rematch, but ultimately this offseason, 2 different off seasons.
Yep.
And obviously I'd like Boston's problems versus the
Oh,
Mavs
100%.
problems.
100%.
conversations are a lot easier to
Hey.
have than the math.
Hey, you sit there mad showing the ring. You
Right?
know?
Yeah. You know, those are first world problems. So, anyways, we don't have any problems up here at the Blur Tailgate at 12th and Cass on the corner. But we're old school. We're going to take a quick break. Jay Foreman, DP Austin. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: partly sunny skies to start, and a chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise breezy with falling temps and a high around 92. Tonight, showers and storms likely with the low around 64. And tomorrow, continued chance of showers and storms with the high around 75. Meteorologist Kyle Cook for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, Head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today. Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and Air Park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? We're back. Jay Foreman, DP. Austin at ones and twos. Little score update. Florida State went back-to-back jacks. I think it's 9-4, DP.
9-5?
9-5. That's like 3 3-pointers in a row. Got to get TV timeout. I'm sure North Carolina is about to do a pitcher change. Looks like Florida State is going to be able to survive in advance.
That's what it is now, man. Like, you got to be able to finish. This is late inning.
Yeah.
This is late inning work. And again, fatigue pitchers.
Yeah.
Folks that have gone through. And this is mistake baseball now.
Right.
Like, this is where you capitalize on the mistake.
Yeah.
Bad pitch, bad location, bad read, and then the inability to get runs across the plate with runners in scoring position late. It's a big deal. Florida State with I know in D.C. they dial 202 Go Noles.
Well, here's the thing right here, man. When you think about it, you kind of can get your process sped up. You got your dauber down after giving up one home run, and you come up with an opposite field getting caught up in the jet stream. That's probably a pitch that he really wants back.
Yeah, I mean, again, the mistake is throwing a soft breaker that gets launched.
Right.
You try to go to reset yourself,
right.
Throw a fastball, left-hander goes against the wind, pushing from right field pole to left field pole, and still gets it down in the right field corner. That means you hit a taser, and it got out. So
yeah, and those are demoralizing runs and home runs. I mean, the home runs are like big body blow in boxing or whatever, explosive play in football. And obviously hitting a home run. We talked about it, yesterday. What does Nebraska's baseball team need? Power and pitching, and that's what it comes down to, especially late in the year. You got to have depth on your roster, both pitching and hitting, because everybody's like, of course, pitching, your arms are going to get tired, but going up and having the same routine and staying in the routine in this type of situation is no different, because hitting in the beginning of the year when you're playing conference games or or whatever it is, or non-conference games, is different when you go through regionals, super regionals, and then the creme de la creme College World Series up here in Omaha.
Pitch at this level, pitchers get beat by the mental repetition.
Yeah.
It's rarely the arm. The arm isn't going to deceive you. Your muscle memory's too. You've gone through thousands of routine. Right. What happens is the conversation you have in your head. Yeah. Location. Can you? Did I choose the right pitch? Did I have it in my arsenal? Was I asking my arm to do a thing that it wasn't going to do?
Yeah.
Right? Can I beat this guy inside and down?
Yeah.
Inside and up seemed like the right choice. Inside and down, late in the season, late in the game, no sir.
Because you have to understand as a pitcher, and this comes from the coach and stuff like that, because down or up, you got to think Florida State hitters are trying to launch the ball today. with the wind conditions, you're trying to get that bad boy up in the air, and that's what happened on the second home run.
Fastball up, it's hard for you to elevate.
Yes.
Raise your hands and elevate to catch up. You can drop the head for bat speed.
Yeah.
You can't raise the head
Right.
for bat speed. It doesn't work that way. And so the mistake always, again, knowing where your mistakes can be.
Right.
And then trusting what you already know.
Right.
Like you don't belong in there.
Right.
You don't belong. Look, if you're going to go down and inside, it better be dirty.
Yeah.
It better be either filthy in how it moved or actually in the dirt.
And
Otherwise, you're putting yourself in a bad spot.
That's a great point, because after a home run, nobody's on base. So a pass ball or a ball that has the catcher up really isn't as a big
Doesn't hurt
mistake
you.
as if you had a guy, on first and third. So situational baseball, like we talked about yesterday, and it's no different in every sport, is huge. But right now, Florida State is swinging freely up there with one out, trying to extend the lead. Now let's talk about the later game that's obviously going to be postponed. How important is it not to lose your edge, DP? And you've been in rain as a player and as a coach. Talk about the process of that, because I think games can be won or lost there, right? Because even though there's a chance, say you wake up in the morning, put yourself in DP as the player mode. You wake up in the morning, probably there, whether you got a weather app or forecast, okay, and your night before meetings, you possibly could be rained out, but you always wake up, I'm assuming, getting ready to play.
Ready to go.
Then when it becomes official, talk about that process, because I think games can get won or lost with that process when you have a potential rain out versus a true rain out.
Well, I think you hit it on the head in that rain delays are won mentally. They're rarely lost physically.
Right.
It's mentally. And it's what you decide to do, because, okay, for me, I was a speed guy, so I wanted to remain flexible and fluid. So for me, during the downtime, it was muscle memory and stretching.
Right.
It was stretching. Circulation, I wanted the circulation right. If I could, I'd ice the arm again just to have that. I'd rest my hands, because tired hands make bad hitters.
Right.
And then resting your legs.
Yeah.
Because I was an outfielder. Look, I was going to run 140 feet 78 times.
Right.
In the course of a game.
Right.
I'm going to need them hamstrings.
Right.
I'm going to need it to go from first to third.
Right.
I need to be able to score from second, no matter where it's hit. And that was the belief. So I had to be flexible. I had to be fluid. And then from a throwing arm standpoint, just stretching the joints. Spend that time in my head. I'm old. I played before video was really a thing. So I can't go in. For my players recently, it was go into the batting cage. We always had cameras in the batting cage. Get me through 6 hitting situations on film.
Right.
Show me your oppo. Show me your first pitch swing, because there's only one zone you can swing on first pitch. Dead red in the middle.
Right.
That's the only pitch that you're okay. Inside and up, what am I going to do with it? Well, I know I'm going to get beat. So I have to be disciplined. I need to see 25 pitches up and in. I need to see 25 breaking balls down and away. So I know my range, get my eyes conditioned to seeing this thing that I'm going to see later.
Right.
The more I see 25 breakers, off speed, up and away, fast, if it's a splitter and there are guys, I have to know, look at that other guy.
Right.
How does his breaker move? How many breakers does he have? To know those things and say, okay, now I know that I expect movement. Now I can get back in the cylinder that is from knee to letter in a cylinder.
Right.
And I need to see as many of those as possible. So my players, we would get in the batting cage and watch pitches.
Yeah.
We watch
Keep your
pitches.
mind straight.
Well,
Your
it
mind
was,
straight.
if you can identify, listen, the mental side of it is if you're able to see down and away, breaker, inside the hands, I wouldn't have got there. Like you learned, okay, this is a pitch that I cannot handle. If I see it 6 times before I see it live, I have a better shot of making a better decision.
Yeah.
Down and away, how far down and away can I reach? Some days, that down and away 2 inches off the plate, above my knee, I can do work with.
Yeah.
But it depends on whether I have tired hands or not. So learning all of those things and working those things in the hours in between those delays And then once you get into game mode, and there's a different game mode, once I get into game mode, my routine never changes. It never changes. Once they say you're going to play tonight at 7 or you're going to play tomorrow at 11, I know my internal clock and my mental clock is I need 2.5 hours before. That's when I'm going to – and the routine never changes.
Yeah, I mean, that's some great insight because I think one of the crucial things, especially in football is different because you just have to, you warm up to play, you cool down, then you got to you're forced to do it because you have team warm up. Baseball is, in my opinion, is very unique because, you look at 1 through 9, the hitters, you have 9 different routines. You have some players that prepare differently. There's some players that need more time to prepare. There's some that just like to see the pitches live. So you have to be confident, and you also have to be aware of yourself and do not fall in love with the off time. If it's to the minute, you need to be very detailed. But
there were some guys on my team that would binge watch, and it was good for them.
Right, and there's some guys that not because it's paralysis.
Right,
now.
some of them, it's the weirdest thing. Left-handed pitchers slept better than any baseball player on the planet.
Right.
And I don't know, it's universal that, you about to throw, you got to throw 7 tonight. He will sleep until 2 hours and 31 minutes before the game.
Right.
No matter what time he went to sleep,
that's it.
He's set with it. They power hitters. Food is religion to them.
Yeah.
Fuel is religion. And you see them and you go, bro, how are you eating that?
They're powering up.
How are you eating that? And then you go, good for me, bro.
Yeah.
Good for me.
Yeah, because you in the outfield, you don't want to be sluggish. You don't want to weigh you down. I mean, that's amazing insight. And I think one of the biggest things also for the coaches, and that's assistant coaches, is to have a plan. The worst thing you could do for a team that's either in rain delay or your game's postponed is not have a plan. And a plan does not start when you get into Omaha. A plan is before you get on the plane from wherever you come, because the more that you're prepared, I always say from a player's perspective, you're going to embody the coach. When you're prepared and you're very calm and you know what you're going to do and you have a plan for every scenario, your team is like that. And if you don't have a plan and then you start to kind of point the finger, well, then that's what's going to happen when you get out there on the field and say you have a muff play at, from a shortstop to first, then you can't overcome. And then you're in a situation maybe like Carolina, right? Whereas like, okay, have we talked about just in case we give up a home run on a good pitch and a better hitter, what are we going to do the next pitch?
Who are we going to call?
And what are we going to call? And who's coming up? Will he take that pitch or will they be ultra aggressive because they feel like they're playing with house money?
Those hunches. Those hunches
right.
are repetition.
And those are things you should know because you've done scouting all year long. Matter of fact, you know this team because they're in your conference, so you shouldn't be caught by surprise.
Well, you played them twice already. You split and could have won or lost both of those games.
And you know teams that have played them that have like pitchers, like hitters. So you have the encyclopedia on this whole team and the coaching staff, and also you've seen them how they played recently, regionals, super regionals, and you're in the same position. Desperation mode is different. Why? In football analogy, when you see a cornerback go out, who's the first person they target? The guy to come in. We're going to see if you're prepared.
Yes, sir.
We're going to see if you're slow in your back pedal. We're going to see if you can deal with motion. There's all things that happen.
My favorite thing, Jay, was when they would – if I got a base hit and then they brought in a reliever.
I'm gone.
Oh, it was Christmas morning.
Right.
It was Christmas. And if I was on the on-deck circle, I had a belief that no new pitcher should ever get me out.
Right.
Should never get us out.
Right.
Because he's going to show you 8 of his best pitches coming out of the bullpen.
Right.
He's going to show you his amplified blood pressure when he comes out.
Right.
And his pace, his speed, his rhythm. He's going to show you all of that. And as a runner, I got you.
Yeah.
As a hit, and the catcher hasn't made that throw in a while.
Right.
He made it at the beginning of the inning. He's gone through some stuff.
Right. Yeah.
He's gone through some stuff. Like
down,
he had to stop and wait for a dude. He got mad.
He had to
wait for the skipper to come out. He already mad. The skipper coming out because, hey, Skip, he threw some stuff I ain't asked for, or he missed the spot. And now this dude out here, and you know what? Now I got to throw out a dude, and I ain't made it throw the second in 16 minutes.
Right.
Got him.
Yeah, the pop-up time from the catcher position is not as fast as it normally is. But, again, great insight there from DP. Florida State, again, is up 9-5 at the bottom of the ninth, trying to close the deal and stay alive up here at CWS. Old School is live here. Blur, Parties, 12th, and Cast the Corner right next to the Hilton. We're going to take a quick break. Jay Foreman, DP Austin. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through June 18th is for Father's Day. Buy a cowboy steak and get 2 free 6-ounce sirloins. Plus, the mystery box is back with a $225 value of meat for just $99. Also, 20% off all Smithy pans and 20% off aprons. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. Partly sunny skies to start, and a chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise breezy with falling temps, and a high around 92. Tonight, showers and storms likely with a low around 64. And tomorrow, continued chance of showers and storms with a high around 75. I'm meteorologist Kyle Cook from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
In a world where businesses are facing daily cyber threats, you need protection like never before. Don't let hackers and malware companies compromise your business success. Stay ahead of data breaches with Hamilton Cybersecurity. Let Hamilton provide you with peace of mind that your business is protected. Our experts identify and mitigate risks before they become disasters. As your trusted partner, we help you protect your valuable information. Hire your local cybersecurity experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit. Update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. We know that navigating the legal system is stressful and overwhelming, but Liberty Law Group will carry that burden for you. When you're facing legal issues, make the right call. 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
The highlight of the first segment easily was Jake
being concerned about the sand.
It would need to be brought into Memorial Stadium if they played softball.
It's for the optics here. It just looks better with sand.
So do you think the infield is just sand, Jake?
I see. What's wrong with you?
It's not sand.
It looks better with the sand look on it.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? We're back. Quick segment. Jay Foreman, DP Austin, again live out here at Blur Events, 12th and Cass, corner of 12th and Cass, right next to the Hilton. DP, real quick question here in the short segment before we get to the top of the 5 o'clock.
What me?
God.
What me?
You watched all the teams play.
Yes.
You've seen what they can and can't do.
Yes.
Who's your prediction to pull through at the end of the day, and who's going to be the champion this year?
Rocky Top. Rocky Top has the best balance, has the greatest extremes when it comes to power and power pitchers, strike throwers, which is probably the thing that they do better than everybody else, and their ability to put the ball in play with 2 outs.
Right.
Like, those are important things along the way. Look, they've been that team. It's kind of the Boston Celtics. They were that team most of the year.
Right.
And I don't want to go out on a limb. They're familiar enough with everybody they'd have to beat. They don't have fear of Kentucky or Texas A&M or other. So I think it's Rocky Top.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're kind of like the Boston Celtics, where I bet you in that locker room in Boston last year, they felt like they let themselves down, not getting to the NBA Finals. They obviously added some pieces, but they were obviously more motivated and very, really, really detailed. And they're used to Coach Joe a little bit more this year, right? And I think Tennessee was like that. They were the overall number 1 seed last year. They got upset, in the super regional. I think it was Stony Brook, right? So they got exposed a little bit, and they had to learn from it. And it takes some true grit to come back to be the number 1 overall seed again after losing multiple draft choices to the MLB. So I think it's going to be Tennessee. Obviously, they are planning on it as well, as they've made some future plans, both here at Blur Parties, where they sold this place out, and they're going to show out again. And then also doing something that we mentioned yesterday. Instead of spending $5 on the Jell-O shots, they're going to go 10 and take the other 5 and put it towards their collective, because they know this weekend, and as the longer it goes, the more people they're going to make their way up from Knoxville and continue to contribute to their collective. So congratulations to them.
Broke money don't make good money.
Hey, they're going to do what they need to do. So, but we'll see. There's a lot more games to play, and there's a lot of things that can happen. But we're going to take a quick break, come back, top of the 5 o'clock hour. We're going to ask DP and Austin who's the best quarterback in the NFL, or quarterbacks in the NFL, not named Patrick Mahomes. Jay Foreman, DP Austin, again, live out here at Blur Events at 12th and Cass. We're Old School. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans, begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage, 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
This is area race announcer James Rowland. Join me and Bree Fansteel every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket for The Finish Line, where we cover all things motorsports from local racing to racing around the world. Every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
In a world where businesses are facing daily cyber threats, you need protection like never before. Don't let hackers and malware companies compromise your business success. Stay ahead of data breaches with Hamilton Cybersecurity. Let Hamilton provide you with peace of mind that your business is protected. Our experts identify and mitigate risks before they become disasters. As your trusted partner, we help you protect your valuable information. Hire your local cybersecurity experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about versatility today. Unlike flowers that wither and die or chocolates that disappear in a heartbeat, jewelry is the solid move here, guys. Yes, she will cherish it, but more important than anything, she will brag about it and brag about you. And that's what it's all about. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska, or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it.
That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, we are back. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin on the ones and twos, old school, brought to you by the Mercado Certified Piedmontese Special Ingredients and Butcher Shop. We are live here at Blur Events on the corner of 12th and Cass, right next to the Hilton Hotel.
Attached to.
Yeah, and then attached to, excuse me. And right as we went to break, Florida State put the nail in the coffin, end up winning 9-5, sent Carolina Tar Heels or put them on their way back home. And as we speak, we see the winds of change.
Pick it up.
Pick it up. And, but there's one thing that hasn't changed much, DP, in probably last 4 or 5 seasons, depending on who you would ask. And that is Patrick Mahomes is that man, as he like to say is I'm him, or whatever it is, the Kermit the Frog. I'm here. Who's the second, third, fourth best QB in the NFL not named Patrick Mahomes? I think I sent you the list, right?
I'm looking at it now.
I'm going to send you real quick to your
Okay, so
phone.
I'm looking at Pro Football. Okay, so here we go.
I sent you yesterday the 2024 top 40 countdown.
Yeah.
And they have them in different sections. They have a dang okay. They have icy.
Yeah.
They got awesome NFC contenders, wild cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, buts, chosen ones. Glory days are over.
Okay.
Dookie or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Ready rookies. Four higher. The young and the reckless. Throwbacks and backup plus.
Okay, first of all, somebody got too much time. They got too much time.
Listen, if they can
get a girlfriend or a wife, bro.
The fact that they got 40 quarterbacks, when me and you know, there's about 18 that can actually play.
You way high.
I'm just being nice.
You said
Give
18.
Give the rookies a chance.
You said 18.
Give the rookies a chance.
Okay, so it is a 2 quarterback room at the elite suites of the Omaha Hilton.
Yeah.
There's only 2 quarterbacks allowed on the top floor.
Okay.
Everybody else, you might get a penthouse, you might get a suite, a really nice suite, but you're not getting to the top floor.
Who you got?
So Lamar gets on the elite floor.
Okay.
So the conversations with Lamar and Mahomes. Everybody else, your key card don't work on the elite floor.
Dang, you talking about
Josh Allen? I said what I said.
Joe Burrow?
No,
Justin Herbert?
No. Joe Burrow didn't deserve that.
Disrespectful to my boy, the Slewfoot Slanger.
I said that. I said what I said.
You got to be taught a lesson like the rest of the league.
Well, you ain't taught me nothing.
He taught you last year.
No, he didn't.
He said he's standing on business.
Where
this
his
year.
ring? Where his ring?
Same place as Lamar.
Did he go to Disney?
Same place as Lamar.
Yeah, listen, but Lamar got an MVP trophy. What did he get last year?
He got 2 of them, actually.
What did he got?
I stand correct.
No, but what did dude get?
He got Rookie of the Year.
Listen. You got lucky one night at the bar. I'm not calling you an OG. You got lucky one time at Blur Events where it was an open bar and no expectation.
So Andy stayed to close.
Right, like you was here at 11:54 and Tennessee just won.
So after Lamar, you're just who else after Lamar and Patrick Mahomes?
If I'm choosing.
Yeah.
If I'm choosing.
No AA Ron?
No, because I don't know that guy. This is a new AA Ron. This is a new one. To be honest, it's the 2 young guys who made the biggest steps because I think they are progressing in the right direction to make more steps. So if you said to me that if I'm going to take the next 2, I'm going to take Jordan Love and I'm going to take C.J. Stroud.
I like that.
I'm going to take those 2.
He was impressive.
Right, and say that for what you did with what you have,
yes.
If I give you the other things, you
go to another level.
Right, you can go to the next level. Now, there's the repetition part, right, that you have to do it more than again. You got lucky at the club.
Right.
Can you go back against Texas A&M.
Right. Yeah.
Right? I like them. I think I've made it clear. While I have mad respect for Mr. Allen, I don't love his game. I like his game.
Right.
And I have respect for his game. I don't understand some of the things he does as a supposed air quote elite quarterback in the NFL.
I can see that.
Like sometimes it's like, what were you doing? He does 13-year-old quarterback stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean that's true, but
right.
I'm
He
going
does.
to tell you what though. If I'm preparing for a quarterback, I'm more worried about Josh Allen than Lamar Jackson. Here's why. There's a way to stymie Lamar, both by making him be a pocket passer, but then also more importantly is by the guy calling the plays. They have shown me you have not truly conformed to Lamar Jackson.
That's not his fault though.
I know but it affects my rankings. It affects my rankings.
I mean, if you're talking about them in the situation that they're in,
he's still the MVP.
Yeah,
but I gotta see him, and I gotta see them perform in money time.
You got to ask him to beat Patrick Mahomes by himself with two dudes on a crutch and the third with a limp.
What I'm asking him to do is continue to progress, but along with that progress, the reason why Josh Allen for me is number 2 is because the leaps and bounds that the offensive system has grown along with him. The problem with that they're facing with Baltimore, they have not conformed around their franchise quarterback, defensively, offensively, and philosophy-wise.
Until you go get Big Unit.
Well, we're going to see. We will see.
We can we honestly say that we doubt Derrick Henry as a running back in the NFL more than anybody else.
I'm not doubting him at all as a running back. What I'm
Right.
doubting is, will you do that game 1 through 17 in the regular season, and then again say game 1 through 4 in the postseason?
Baltimore has proven they don't need him games 1 through 17.
Right.
They need him in 17 through 21.
Right, but they were the number 1 rushing team this year, and somehow ran the ball 8 times against the Chiefs.
I tell you what, if I got Lamar and Derrick Henry in the backfield in January in Kansas City, guess what?
I like my chances.
Hey, Pat, get you a big furry coat and get you a hot dog and a cup of coffee. Because we're going to be here a minute.
And that worked for the Tennessee Titans, but the difference is this year
Tennessee didn't have Lamar Jackson.
But they ran the ball and they actually beat the Chiefs one time with Alex Smith and at home.
Hey.
The problem is the Chiefs defense is not just going to let you just run over them anymore. So therefore, you have to throw the ball. You have to be explosive.
Hey, Jay Foreman, tell me this. It's young Jay Foreman.
Right.
It's young, lead the league in tackle Jay Foreman.
Right.
And you looking across, it's 8 degrees.
Right.
And you standing out there looking over at Lamar and Derrick Henry.
It's a problem.
And here's the thought. I know you like that.
Yeah.
Like you look, there's some time coming where you look over the sideline like, listen, this dude leaning on me.
Right. But the difference is there's an old saying, you will not win NFL championships by trying to just run the ball like it's back in
I'm
the
from
1980s.
DC. That ain't true.
Right. Well,
that ain't true.
Not in this day and age of football. You have to be able to throw the pill. That's the problem with Lamar. That's the problem with the Ravens. Now, it's not all on Lamar. It's one, you've had bad luck with whether it's Beckham coming in as a free agent and then being hurt pretty much 99% of the season.
Yeah.
You had Hollywood Brown, who ended up being injury prone.
He was more Hollywood than work.
Right, but when the times he played, he was good. But you're just not your best ability.
That's
is your
Hollywood.
availability.
That's
But
the definition.
then-
Hey, look, they show up really good
Then
at Academy Award
then you
on
go
Tuesday.
then you go get Bateman. then you go get Bateman.
Yeah.
And he actually performed last year. He's
Yeah.
actually the first receiver that the Baltimore Ravens has drafted that got a second contract.
Yeah.
All that goes into where my rankings are. And I think one of the things that Baltimore is going to have to do, and Lamar is going to have to do this as well, is be willing to take some gut punches to learn from where you can go as a passer during the year, knowing you can run the ball, but you have to be able to be not even explosive, because everybody wants to think, in the playoffs, unless somebody slips and falls or there's a brain fart, you're not going to go 80 yards. What you have to do when Andrews coming back will help him in being healthy, because he was hurt all last year from the drop tackle, is to be able to systematically get those first downs and explosive plays from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 12. You do that, Lamar not only challenges Patrick Mahomes, but if they could do it on a consistent basis, this is the year they actually get over the hump.
Listen, the Ravens with Lamar, Henry, Andrews, Bateman
Right.
are the toughest team to defend in the American Football Conference.
Negative.
Negative.
I
can find Pat.
But you can't stop Kelsey.
The same way you can't stop Andrews.
Listen.
Healthy Andrews is tight end number 3.
Right.
So
there's number 1 though, and that's that dude. Them two together.
So what do you do what do you do defensively? Henry coming downhill, Lamar with the ball in his gut. Ball in his gut.
Right.
Andrews taps you on the shoulder as a linebacker. Safety downhill.
Right.
Bateman on the outside in a stretch vert.
Here's where you're missing the point.
Uh-huh.
Patrick Mahomes is delivering the pill versus Lamar Jackson. So therefore, I will actually pick and choose. I'll let Derrick Henry get off. Then I'm going to force you to pass, and I like my chances until you prove me wrong. Until you can drop
Austin,
back.
how many touchdowns? What was the touchdown to interception ratio last year? The last 2 years, healthy years for Lamar Jackson. I think his passing numbers are pretty good.
There's
pretty
no
good.
doubt about it to be good. What are they in the playoffs?
Lamar Jackson, the last 2 years, he was 24-7 touchdown interception last year and 17-7 the year before. So 41-14 the last 2 years, 125-45 for his career.
Those are good numbers without Derrick Henry and without Bateman.
He led the league with 36 touchdowns in his first MVP year, 2019, to only 6 interceptions.
Without Derrick Henry and without Bateman and without a healthy Andrews. That's what we talk about. And you go, okay.
I like that. I like my chances.
Okay.
I like
you know
my
what?
chances.
2019, Mark Ingram ran for 1,000. Lamar ran for 1,200. Leading receivers were Andrews with 852 yards. Marquise Brown, 584.
Hollywood.
And then Willie Snead, 340.
Let me up in the offensive coordinator booth with Baltimore.
Greg Roman,
against any defense in the AFC.
Besides the Chiefs.
I don't care. I'm not scared of Chiefs.
Yeah, but pull up the Chiefs game. That's it. That's what I'm just gonna go off.
Yeah, but this is not the same team.
Right.
You have the best running back in football.
Pull up Lamar
and
Jackson.
A special type of
Chiefs 17, Ravens 10, January 28, 2024. Okay. Box score. Lamar 20 of 37 for 272. 1-1, 4 sacks for 17 yards, 8 carries for 54 yards with a long of 21.
And Derrick Henry, was he in the room? Was he wearing black and purple?
How many overall rushes did they have?
Baltimore ran the ball 16 times for 81 yards.
Thank you for doing
this.
So 8 non-Lamar carries.
Without
2 of them to Zay Flowers.
Without Derrick Henry.
Thank you for doing business.
Okay, I see you. I see you in January.
I like doing
I see you in January.
When was the last Baltimore touchdown? Fourth quarter?
Yeah, Baltimore scored. No, they scored in the first quarter, and then kicked the field goal in the fourth. So went scoreless for 30 minutes.
And the best kicker in football. Okay.
Scoreless for 3 quarters.
So they scored.
I need to be in that room.
They scored with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And then they kicked their field goal with 2.5 minutes to go in the game.
There you go. You can have that. That's shit going away from
No. Again.
You can have that.
Debo wasn't in the room.
Yeah.
You talk all that yada yada, but Debo in the room. Debo wasn't there. Listen,
will tell you this.
Listen, you picked on the little brother, and then you went down the street and you showed off like, you know what? I beat young dude up. But then here comes Debo. And guess what? He mad. Matter of fact, Debo mad at you from before. He didn't know you touched little brother like that.
Right.
And now, hey, I'm going to lean on you. You got all that finesse and cute. What do you say? You going to eat your cornbread.
Oh, my God. First of all, Baltimore's got to get
Come on.
through the AFC North.
Let's go. Let's go.
Until he can
I'm
drop
taking-
back and pass.
Hey,
He's not number
see,
2.
Austin, you know what's going to happen? I told you I was in the transfer portal.
Yep.
He going to make me go home. He going to make me go home.
He's
He
home
gon-
away from home.
He going to make me go.
That's
And I'm going to bring crab cakes every Sunday.
I like it.
Every Sunday.
I
And I'm
like
going to put them on the table. I'm going to look like Prince and his little brother up in there with all the purple and black I'm going to have on. And we going to dance every Monday.
I like
Every Monday.
Until you get to the playoffs.
Hey, listen, I'm going to be a hard win all year long.
I know. That's
All
gonna
year.
be-
And
I mean,
then,
we've seen this.
and then when
before.
you, hey, but Austin, here's the part he forgot. When they trip up and face Buffalo in that semifinal, and I'm
Buffalo,
chuckling like a schoolgirl with her first bouquet of flowers.
Right.
I'm gonna look at Jay Foreman and go, "Gotcha."
Yeah, well, Buffalo, I can tell you this: Buffalo is not equipped to get anywhere this year.
Yes,
They
sir.
are not
Could have said
equipped.
Houston.
Yes, sir.
Houston.
Same.
Oh no.
Same.
Oh no.
That's right,
Same.
because Indy's going to get him.
Same. Like
It'll
his
be just fun.
no. Here's the thing. I'm cool with it. Like Jay Foreman's gonna make me go to the Ravens
I
church.
love the Baltimore Ravens.
He
All
gonna
I'm
make
saying
me
is
go to the Ravens church.
All I'm saying is this: Lamar Jackson has. If I am in the playoffs, I am more worried about Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, another, because they are going to be able to beat you throwing the ball.
Let me say this to Big Bang Hank. He said, look up his numbers, Henry's numbers against the Chiefs. Not never in Derrick Henry's history did he and Lamar Jackson line up in the same backfield against the Kansas City Chiefs.
True.
Let me explain this to you.
That's factual.
We have never, ever had a combination like Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry in the same backfield in NFL history. Not never. Not never.
So how many yards do you think Derrick Henry's going to run for?
Whatever he decided to do.
I mean, but because when Lamar rushes for 1,200 and Mark Ingram runs for 1,000, how much more effective do you think the run game is going to be? We've seen this game
a whole
before.
lot better.
They're
A
gonna be
whole
saying-
lot better.
If they think
They need to be 8 points better against Kansas City. 8 points better against Kansas City.
how though?
I just said it.
By running the ball?
Oh my gosh.
You ain't stopped the tight end. You ain't stopped the dude.
I
This dude
will take
had the perfect game.
I will take
11 targets, 11 catches.
I will take a healthy Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Andrews, Bateman, and whatever else you are able to come up with offensively against in the playoff time against anybody in the American Football Conference. I'm not changing on that.
Right.
You're talking about elite athletes at every one of those positions.
I know. That's great.
And I'm cool with you being loyal to what you know to be true. That's the conversation we've had. But I tell you what, I don't even have to be the offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator doesn't have to be good. But Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, with the unique offensive talents that they possess, with Andrews and with Bateman, on against any 7 defensively, on any side of the field, I'm taking them dudes.
I like that. I am taking
Against
I'm
any
taking
7.
them against you too because they're the ultimate equalizer.
Weekend Pie, you didn't hear me. I
gotta
just said
see you play pitch and catch.
this is a
That's the
dude
problem.
with Mark
Playing
Andrews. Are we?
playing pitch and catch?
That's the pitch and catch couple. Like this is. Listen to me. To tell me that a guy that Austin, what was the touchdown, the interception rate number? 145 to
41 to 14 the last 2 years.
That's
and then
not, DB, hold on, time out. That's not very good. Just to let you know.
No. I will take that without Derrick Henry. With Derrick Henry. Without that, he was wait a minute, 2-time MVP.
I'm gonna tell you,
a 2-time
Clip-
MVP.
You better clip this. Derrick Henry,
a 2-time MVP.
better run for 1,200 yards. If he don't,
I'll take the bet.
he
I'll
going
take
home.
the bet. Name whatever prize you want for Derrick Henry being held to
And
under
then-
1,200 yards.
So here's what you're really saying. If Derrick Henry runs for 1,200 yards, that's going to make Lamar Jackson a better thrower of the football.
Yes.
How?
because every NFL metric ever.
No. When the metrics aren't counting on your bad mechanics, and you got to be able to place the ball in the playoffs. How do you circumvent that? Coverage by the Chiefs, coverage by the Steelers. You ain't open. You got to be able to throw somebody open.
You can't throw the extra defender.
You don't
in
need
your
him.
pass coverage.
If he ain't hitting the open guy, you don't need him. That's self-check.
If Bateman is running down the field with a safety in the box, what corner on the team is going to make a play?
Derrick Henry career numbers per year.
Oh,
110 for 490, 176 for 744, 215 for 1100, 303 for 1500, 378 for 2K, 219 for 937, 350 for 1500, and then last year 280 for 1167.
I'm taking it. I don't need for nobody to agree with me.
But what if they don't get out of the AFC North?
Does that mean they don't get in the playoffs?
Maybe.
I'll take that bet too.
I'm just saying. I'm asking you what if.
Again,
it's not a layup for them to get out of the AFC North.
There are no layups in the NFL.
Right, but I'm just saying. You act like you think they're going to run through Cleveland? Cleveland, number one defense, so you ain't running nothing. Pittsburgh, number two.
Wait a minute. Do they get to play against Deshaun?
No.
Okay. I'm cool with whoever the Browns play quarterback.
Okay, you think they're going to run through Pittsburgh?
Whoever. Come on, bro.
You really think they're going to run through Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Both times?
Yes.
No way.
Again.
They didn't even do it last year.
I will take, again, to be clear.
Then you can't say you ain't in the portal no more. You already transferred.
No.
No.
You, what is it? What Bismarck can say? You. And I'm not even married to the idea of the Ravens being that team.
But you're married to Lamar Jackson somehow becoming Tom Brady.
No, I don't. Why would I? No. See, that's some old other people's business. No. I don't want Lamar to be Tom Brady.
Okay, but he's going to have to be at some point to win a championship.
There's no other. That's why Josh Allen had problems trying to be Tom Brady. That's why Brock Purdy had problems trying to be Tom Brady. No, be the best Lamar with the best Derrick Henry, with Mark Andrews, with Bateman, with the two draft picks and the free agent, with a stellar line that is 1 year better and a coordinator that got his butt spanked in the playoffs, who I would hope gets better 1 year later based on what he saw.
So who do you believe in more as a play caller? Andy Reid, Stefanski versus Baltimore's offensive coordinator.
That's not what you see. You asked me.
Todd Monken, by the way.
Yeah.
No. Kansas City is Kansas City.
And
they're at the top.
Cleveland.
They're at the top of the mountain. But it's the same conversation we had in basketball about Denver, where they were a year ago, and their ability to adapt and will have people adapt around you. The Baltimore Ravens with Derrick Henry now provide a thing that the Chiefs don't want to deal with in clutch moments.
What's
they
that?
do, which is somebody that's going to lean on them.
No, they ain't worried. DP, I'm just going to tell you. In the NFL, you ain't worried about Derrick Henry in the play. I'm just telling you. What you worry about in the play,
I tell you what. I'll take it.
Okay, but
I'm
going to tell you this. You do not, in the playoffs, you're worried about Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, all them dudes in the playoffs, because those are the guys that put the dagger in the heart. Derrick Henry ain't breaking no runs. Yeah, he can lean on you. He going to lean on you if you got the lead. But you ain't going to get the lead.
Can Mahomes, wait a minute.
You ain't going to get the lead.
They actually had the lead.
In the first quarter, and then what happened?
That's the lead.
Yeah, you had the lead at one point.
And then if you have Derrick Henry, listen, Mahomes, what Mahomes
the
and
Bears
Kelsey,
had the lead against the
if
Colts.
Mahomes and Kelsey are standing on the sideline wearing a Willie Namath mink coat.
Yeah, that's
listen to Taylor Swift song. Okay, cool. While Lamar, the toughest open field defend in the NFL, with the best power runner in the NFL, and a top 3 short route, square target receiver at tight end, and an actual field stretch on that side of the field. I will take that. With the rest, if I got to beat Kansas City, which is what everybody's trying to do. Look, they figured out how to beat everybody else with what they had.
Right.
Did they not get better with Derrick Henry on the
offensive side?
They got better.
But they lost to one of their better players on defense.
I'm going to go and spin off of what DP's saying. we've seen that time of possession doesn't beat Kansas City. Teams have tried to do that to them before, but what Baltimore needs to do with running the ball is cash it in, right? Give the defense Saturday's football 101, but it's not enough to just run the ball and hold the ball. Kansas City is efficient. That's what they do. They score in a higher percentage of their drive. So it doesn't matter how long Baltimore holds the ball if it ends in field goals. They have to find a way to punch it into the end zone at the end of the day.
I'm talking about taking up additional defenders over the course of the 30 minutes they're going to be on the field. I need to take an extra defender off of Derrick Henry, to take an extra defender off of Lamar Jackson, to take an extra. Listen, you can tell me all you want, but
all I'm saying is,
if Lamar
can complete third down passes, it's a new point. Third down is where you get beat and where you win.
But the difference is that he's doing 3rd and 2
Correct.
versus 3rd and 6.
Right. But here's the caveat. You're playing against one of the best defenses in the league with the ultimate equalizer at defensive tackle and Chris Jones. You will not run the ball against Kansas City for 4 quarters.
So now all over.
Is Chris Jones
literally like
hold on. Is Chris Jones a one-man game? He is hands down the best defensive tackle in the league, bar none.
Can I occupy him with Derrick Henry?
No.
On a dive?
There's not 2 linemen
on a dive. On a dive, am I going to occupy Chris Jones?
Okay, potentially. But here's the problem in the playoffs when you lean on the run game. They have 17 weeks. That's why it's not as explosive during the year. During the regular season, yes. During the postseason, it's too hard.
I want to occupy. As an offensive coordinator, my job is to take one person out of the box.
Yes.
If I take 2, I put the defense at a monumental disadvantage.
Right.
1, because your tackling mistakes cost you.
Right.
When do you make tackling mistakes? When it's cold and you're fatigued. Right?
Yeah, well, it's space, yeah.
Right? Then, if I get to pull another defender, if you're rushing to get to Lamar before he gets in open field or to Henry to game tackle, Andrews is one-on-one all the time.
Right.
And unless you bring down a safety to help him, especially on that half of the field, Bateman is in single coverage all game long. And I'm sorry, I've watched Kansas City defensively. In man coverage, deep third, outer third, they are not that squad.
Right.
So guess what? Baltimore went and did the 3 things that were required. And in getting Derrick Henry, it's simple. Yes, is Kansas City the favorite? Absolutely. Are they the best team in the league? 100%. But if I'm going to attack them, how I'm going to do it is to add Derrick Henry to a difficult offense to defend with players in those positions. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I will take the extra lead of having 2 defenders on Chris Jones and a middle linebacker that is not Ray Lewis, willing to take on Derrick Henry 12 times up the middle in the cold, and then defend Andrews sneaking behind that middle linebacker who stepped up 12 times on a play fake. You can't be 2 places in the same time defensively. Those are the rules of the game.
Yeah.
So if I'm Baltimore and I attack in those spaces at that level, I have a shot.
Yeah.
I have a better shot than anybody else. That's all I'm saying. Kansas City's the best team. Great deal. One of the best defenses, 100. Got the difference maker in Patrick Mahomes? Absolutely. But I'm not a mail it in kind of dude.
Right. Well, they ain't gonna mail
Like
it
you
in.
tell me.
I think Baltimore, to be honest with you, has the best team on paper. Kansas City has 2 ultimate equalizers, and that's what it comes down to. Until Lamar Jackson and whoever's calling the plays, I don't care who's open. Until you can play pitch and catch in the playoffs, you're going to get stuck on stupid, man.
Yeah, but we said that about the Chiefs until they did it. We said that about the Celtics until they did it. That's literally the progression. You went and got the best player available and added him to a team that got to the AFC Championship game. You added the best player available to a team that was already offensively dominant and difficult to stop. That's the thing you're supposed to do. If you're Dallas, you don't go, well, we just simply can't defend Jaylen Brown and Tatum, so we might as well just accept it. No, you're gonna go get a dude.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
That's why they went and got. That's why you went and got a third Olympian to be on your team if you're the Celtics. Otherwise, mail it in and just accept second place.
Yeah, the great thing about football, they about to tee it up because football time is around the corner. What is around the corner for us? We're gonna take a quick break. Come back. Jay Foreman, DP Austin. Again, we are live out here at Blur Events, 12 and Cass Street. There's more people coming over from the game, starting the party. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at KoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961. Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through June 18th is for Father's Day. Buy a cowboy steak and get 2 free 6-ounce sirloins. Plus, the mystery box is back with a $225 value of meat for just $99. Also, 20% off all Smithy pans and 20% off aprons. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through June 18th is for Father's Day. Buy a cowboy steak and get 2 free 6-ounce sirloins. Plus, the mystery box is back with a $225 value of meat for just $99. Also, 20% off all Smithy pans and 20% off aprons. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is area race announcer James Rowland. Join me and Bree Fansteel every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket for the Finish Line, where we cover all things motorsports from local racing to racing around the world. Every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? We are back again. Jay Foreman, DP Austin. We are live out here at Blur Events 12th and Cass, right on the corner of 12th and Cass, connected to the Hilton downtown, right across from the CHI Center. CWS weekend, but we got some NFL stuff to cover. They mandatory minicamps have been going on the last few weeks. And now, DP, you know, it gets real because, you know, we're going to talk about all quarterbacks and we'll talk about the franchise tags because there's a lot of things that came up that obviously have been overshadowed by the NBA Finals. We got Brandon Ayuk must have been told at some point in time that they're going to trade him from the 49ers to somebody. Now, he was on the Zoom with Jaden Daniels. You have T. Higgins, must have an inclination that he's, you know, kind of a sign and trade in the NFL. You sign your franchise tag, they'll eventually move you, or you're willing to play for that tag without any fines. Then you have my man Dak Prescott, who has a very unique situation, right? Whether you like him, love him, or hate him, fell on the sword with the whole Jerry Jones not willing to let his team go out and kneel and all that. That's it. You know, I'm not getting into politics. But he took the brunt of the blame for that. You compensated him for it. And there are at times he had put up great numbers. Obviously, the playoff loss at home against San Fran, bad clock awareness, so forth and so on. You got rid of Kellen Moore. Had a really good year last year. The team is different when he doesn't play. But now he's a lame duck, along with Mike McCarthy. Then, on top of it, if I'm Dak Prescott, and if I'm any other quarterback that's been actually legit, you see Goldilocks, Trevor Lawrence, signed for a cool $55 million a year. And I will ask you this. We'll just start there, and then we'll backtrack. What on God's green earth has Trevor Lawrence ever done? And I'm not hating on anybody. Get your paper. To deserve to be the highest paid quarterback average per year in the NFL. Besides, get drafted number one and have gray hair.
That would be it. That would be it.
Because it can't be like you
fair
can't.
talk. Fair talk. Like and I asked you the question on break whether you thought Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence would be the next one to step up because it's a big year for both of them. But there's also that time where Joe Burrow has to get it done this year. Stafford has to get it done this year. Purdy is in the development year, but this will determine
are you a
coming out of
guy?
that? Yep.
Right,
Or are you that next
first
year?
Your first
so
contract.
In Dak's space, this is the career fork in the road year.
Yeah.
He either eases on down the road or he heads toward the Wicked Witch's castle.
Yeah.
And it's really out of his hand.
Yeah, it is because, well, I would tell you this, or I say this for the leadership, you didn't surround. I mean, your CeeDee Lamb is there. Now, granted, you brought Zeke back. You let Tony Pollard go and all that stuff. But it's not like you really tried to surround him with extraordinary assets. Now, we'll see if you drafted well, but are you really trying to have a rookie as the number 2 opposite of CeeDee Lamb? You let Schultz go, who was his safety blanket, go to your cross-state rival in Houston, and then defensively, your defensive coordinator now is the head coach at your arch rival, and the defense broke down, so now you can't play complementary football. All the while, not only do you have a supposedly franchise quarterback on a lame duck deal, you double down on it and say, you know what? The guy that you got as your head coach and your offensive coordinator, he's in the same situation as you, because if he goes, you gone. So what do you do if you're Dak Prescott? Do you press the issue, or do you just keep your head down and keep performing, or do you have a cutoff time? Because everybody has to have, hey, either we're going to do this together or I'm going. He's at that point.
Yeah,
enough is enough for him.
But this is where the Cowboys are dangerous, in that there's chaos around them.
Yeah,
and their garage sales in the Cowboys neighborhood.
Right.
If I'm targeting San Francisco,
right, as everybody should,
I have to have him at whatever price.
Right.
Because that allows me to negotiate with Dak. Look, if I get you the second piece, if I get you that extra piece, you'll consider.
Yeah.
Right?
Staying.
Yep, you'll consider. And you weakened your greatest rival.
Right.
In the 49ers.
Yeah.
My fear is that happens. I think they're going to do the opposite and allow Ayuk to stay in the NFC and go and get T.
Yeah.
But I don't think T helps them the way that they need to be helped. And because it doesn't weaken the 49ers and it doesn't keep Ayuk out of DC.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing with the Cowboys, they got to, at some point, I know Jerry Jones and the whole staff, they got to understand, he's getting older, right? Look, father time, wait for no man. He has to decide, are you really trying to win a championship, or do you want to be just the Cowboys always be in the conversation? Because ultimately, I would argue that for the Cowboys and playing quarterback for the Cowboys, Dak is their best option. Now, how do you make everything better around Dak? Well, Mike McCarthy has got to coach better. You're the play caller. You got rid of Kellen Moore. Okay, then you got to manage the clock better. That's fair assessment, right? You got to motivate better. The defensive coordinator, you got to find a way to stop trying to have 200-pound linebackers play in the NFL, because it's cute when you're scored a whole bunch of points. But when you play against San Fran, Trent Williams is throwing you out the club, taking your ID, taking your wallet, and leaving you out there
and
with
your girl
and everything else, and your car, and selling it for parts. So at the end of the day, there's more things around Dak and the Cowboys. What's concerning to me is that when Jerry Jones is in the position this year more than any other offseason to make power moves, he has sat pat. Number one, you probably have the closest thing to a Lawrence Taylor. Michael Parsons is nowhere close, but a Lawrence Taylor, prime wrecker on defense. You've yet to address his contract. The longer you wait, the more you pay, right? Now, you haven't done that on defense. Now you have CeeDee Lamb. You say, okay, Michael Irvin's grandfathered you 88. You start to play like 88, right? And you sat on his deal. You got Dak on one. So right now, it seems like you're trying to just see what happens this year and go fire sale. When you get past week 8 or 10, DP, and this is the situation, I'm going to tell you, you're going to start seeing guys go on into reserve, and then all hell is going to break loose.
Well, it's kind of what happened with Washington last year. And they were
the trade deadline.
Right, that you go and watch this thing happen. Dallas is going to Dallas. The question is, are they going to Dallas in the offseason? Or are they going to Dallas after week 12?
Yeah,
I'm okay with either. I'm good.
I like it. For me, I don't mean to cut you. I like it later because it hurts more. I like when Dallas is like 10-1.
Oh,
and then they lose in the first round.
It's
of
a
the playoffs.
meltdown.
Yeah,
it's a meltdown. The Dallas meltdown it's that moment in the movie where that person realizes they've been caught. They've been recognize, and
Yeah.
they have the face melt cry.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
And you
yeah.
just go every year. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the Dallas Cowboy cry. Look, they could be dangerous and do the thing that if you told me you were a gangster, Ayuk is a Cowboy by Monday. I don't care if it's $30 million. I don't care. I don't care. It on paper, it would be the thing that makes you the team in the East. Matter of fact, in the
NFC.
In the NFC.
Yeah.
And I am asking the question why the 49ers are allowing this conversation to
Now,
happen.
you took the question right off of my. Here's why. Because if I'm gonna phrase it like this: if I'm Dallas, I actually pay CD and trade for Deebo Samuel or a Deebo. Because why? I'd like CD to be the number one. I think Ayuk's the number one. But then Deebo gives me that ultimate kind of Lamar Jackson, take a short route, dipsy do that, and you could do multiple things, right? To take the pressure off of Dak in the prime time.
Yeah.
That's number one. But it makes me question the 49ers. Because I see you see this all the time in the NFL. You've seen it in baseball. We've seen it in their business. You've seen it in basketball. You get to the cups of the Super Bowl, and this is where Dallas might fall in trouble for the Mavericks. You think you're too smart. Oh, we drafted Brock Purdy. Listen, bro, you drafted him last. So you just threw a flyer at him, and he exceeded everybody's
That's the
expectations.
Vikings. You got lucky.
Right. You exceeded the expectations, including yours. Now you develop some guys. Now you say, okay, well, we got Brandon Ayuk. He's starting to play like the first-round pick that we spent him on.
Yeah.
And Deebo's injury-prone. This guy's younger, but then you know what? We can make anybody be great because we're
that part.
That's where
that part.
And actually, DP, I don't want Dallas to have any successful season, but that's where Dallas could be successful this year. Why? Because I feel like Philly is a ticking time bomb, and the continuity is there with two new coordinators. I think San Francisco's going to throw up on themselves. The moment's too big. They're gonna, like we said, Mr. Go 30, go down the leg.
Yep.
And then Dallas, if they're able to make a trade or a late training camp addition, or things go right for them and they stay healthy, that's where they could possibly, and it would be totally Jerry Jones, sneak in the back door, and then everybody's talking about Dallas as one of the great stories to turn around.
Yeah, I just don't see them doing that.
I don't, but I'm
that's
the best case scenario.
Like my fear is that again, the only thing that would rattle my cage is anything else. And with the Niners, I understood that like McCaffrey had the best offseason he's had since his rookie
season,
year. What a best offseason.
Yeah.
Best season work, best recovery,
Yeah.
Best acknowledgement, right? That they feel better now than they
When they first
did
got
going
him.
into last year.
Right.
So with the Niners feeling that way, I go, okay, they're the team to beat in the NFC. Supposedly. Well, I mean, they would still be the ones,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah, because they're the
defending
reason.
champions,
Right,
right?
yeah.
Defending champions until somebody figures out.
Right.
Like they're the Chiefs.
Right.
Somebody figures it out. Okay, fine. But McCaffrey is the X factor that nobody has figured out how to stop this guy.
Right.
And he makes everybody else
Just
better.
Right.
He makes everybody else better. So we don't know. I think the quarterback position, early part of the NFL season, will tell so many more
Yes,
stories.
I'm right there
because
with
we don't know what we don't know. We don't know who's going to stay healthy, who's going to make moves. We don't know.
And who's actually going to play quarterback or play dress up. I think it's going to be early. You're going to see the mix of is C.J. Stroud for real and Richardson come in and all that. Guys kind of splash. But then let's see who is for real in the middle of the season, because then you're past the, this is kind of our extended training camp because they hadn't played preseason games, so forth and so on. But it's going to be that 49ers, because if the 49ers ever want to pounce and get the stronghold on the NFC,
that's it.
Their ultimate kryptonite is weakened over there with Philly.
Yep.
And if you think you're too smart, you mess around
And Dallas.
In Dallas. And don't sleep on the Rams because the Rams have developed and drafted well.
Yeah.
But we're up against the clock. We're going to take a quick break, come back, put a bow on day 2 of this week of CWS. Jay Foreman, DP Austin. We'll be right back.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through June 18th is for Father's Day. Buy a cowboy steak and get 2 free 6-ounce sirloins. Plus, the mystery box is back with a $225 value of meat for just $99. Also, 20% off all Smithy pans, and 20% off aprons. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
You know that dollar bill you've got stuffed in your wallet, purse, or pocket? Give it a little respect because it could win you millions. Lotto America from the Nebraska Lottery is here, and it only costs $1 to play. It has a $2 million starting jackpot with drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. What's more, you can add the All-Star bonus for an additional $1 to multiply any prize won. So unwrinkle that dollar bill in your glove box and play today. Lotto America top prize odds 1 in 26 million.
Play ball! Tired of the same old routine? Then bring your crew out to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. Enjoy action-packed home games all week long from May through August. It's the perfect change-up to the typical family night or makes for a home run outing with friends and coworkers. Experience the magic and get in on the excitement. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets now. Unleash the fun.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Are you looking to upgrade your farm equipment? You're in luck. Acres, your premier John Deere dealer, recently dropped its prices on select late model tractors, combines, planters, and sprayers. Trade in your old equipment today and get never-before-seen discounts that can save you over $100,000. With great financing options and our A-plus support, there's no better time to upgrade. Visit your local Acres store or see the huge savings at acres.com. That's AKRS.com to see the best prices in the nation.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? We're back. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin on the ones and twos. Old School live out here at Blur Events 12 and Cass, connected to the Hilton and right across the street for CHI. CWS week postponement tonight. Florida State pulling through 9-5, but we pulled through like champions on day 2 this week. Bringing you live coverage all the way from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, and
weather permitting.
The weather permitting. But then also, Blur will be on and popping no matter what, whether or not. They're open to midnight. You can buy tickets at the door or blurevents.com/Omaha?
Yes.
Omaha. Yeah, and so, anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate the text line. Appreciate all the viewers. We're going to sign off now for this Tuesday. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin. We'll holler at you tomorrow.